What is up guys, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. In today's video we are going through whether or not you should farm treasure maps to make money within Red Dead Online. For those that didn't know, there are set locations around the world of Red Dead Online where you can either find a treasure hunter, which is a dynamic event, and you can obtain a treasure map from them, or you can find treasure maps on trees. When dynamic events were first released within the spring update May last year, I decided to make dynamic event routes where I would go through dynamic events, wait until the last 30 seconds, hand them in, try to make as much money as possible, and then carry on through the route again where I will find another dynamic event. And I thought maybe we could do the exact same thing, but instead with those dynamic events we are going for the treasure maps. So I used the collector map, which I'll leave a link in the description down below to, and there is a section where you can mark every single treasure hunter, as well as you can also mark every single treasure map on trees. So I used this collector map to make a route. First off, I went through treasure hunters, and with these I wasn't sure whether or not they only spawned at daytime or if they only spawned at nighttime. So I decided just to carry on going through the route non-stop. There are 12 different locations where you can potentially find a treasure hunter, and because these are so close together, spreading across New Hanover going all the way over to West Elizabeth, I was able to go through all 12 locations within about 10 minutes. So I decided to spend an hour going through each and every location, and in that time I did manage to go through this route 6 times. When going through the treasure maps on trees, there are 20 locations instead of 12, and on top of this they are a lot further apart. They're spread across the whole world of Red Dead Online. It can be all the way over in Lemoyne going all the way over to New Austin. And what made matters even worse is that these only spawn at nighttime. So with this route I didn't have it as a constant loop where I was just going through each and every one, and as soon as I was finished I went back through all of them again, because by the time I finished, in fact even before I finished, the sun started to come up and it became daytime again. So there were times where I wasn't able to complete the full route within the time limit that I had, but I did go through all of these locations 4 times each. And despite there being less times of me being able to go through this route compared to the treasure hunters, I did probably spend more time on the treasure maps on trees just because of the distance apart and the fact that they were only spawning at nighttime. So when we look at these routes and we start to add them together, with the treasure hunter there were 12 different locations, and as I said I went through it 6 times. So that means I went to 72 different locations where I could have got a treasure map. And with the treasure map on trees, as I said, there were 20 different locations and I went through that 4 times. So with this there are 80 different locations in which I could have got a treasure map. So all in all, with the 2 routes that I went through, I managed to go through 152 different locations that could have potentially given me a treasure map. And out of all of those different locations, I did not get a single treasure map. With dynamic events in general, with the routes that I used to do, you never used to get a dynamic event every single location that you went to. It's based on a chance. But with those, I used to go to say maybe 5 or 6 different locations and I was able to get a dynamic event. With this, going through 152 different locations and still not getting a single treasure map is very disappointing, especially the fact that this took hours upon hours of work. The treasure hunter route took an hour in itself. The treasure map on trees took a lot longer because I had to spread it up between separate days because of day and night cycle. So there was only certain times where I was able to go through that route. So I spent a lot of time going through this and I wasn't able to get a single treasure map. So if any of you guys were out there going through the collector map one day and then all of a sudden you stumbled across the treasure hunter as well as the treasure map on tree and you thought, maybe I could do that as a route, definitely do not do it. Definitely do not waste your time. What I would suggest though, just because it is still based on a chance, if you're heading to a location to find a collectible or doing whatever it is you're doing and you happen to go near to one of these locations, you could take a quick detour just to see if there is a treasure map that spawns in. But as I said, the chances here with 152 different locations and us not getting a single treasure map, we're talking about less than 1% chance of finding one of these treasure maps. You're better off just grinding treasure maps out, trying to get one every 5 ranks, or just trying to loot as many different bodies as possible, because eventually you will get a treasure map that way. But anyway guys, let me know in the comment section down below, have you ever received a treasure map by going through the treasure hunter or finding a treasure map on tree? But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, but for now I'm going, so see ya.